Soludo's kinsmen condemn his attack on Obi. Some people allegedly identified as kinsmen of Professor Chukwuma Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, have condemned his recent attack on the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. According to some voice note made available to Daily Post from a WhatsApp group of members of a Sofia community residents in Lagos State, catalogued the lamentations of the governor's kinsmen over his recent verbal attacks. Soludo hails from a Sofia community in Agwata local government area of Anambra State. In the voice notes, which were without names, a source from Ethiopia, who is also a member of the forum, said the members of the WhatsApp group have all condemned the governor's utterances in unison. Some of the voices regretted that, despite all their support and mobilization for Soludo in the last governorship election, he has turned around to refer to them as a headless mob. One man said, "Was it not at Civic Center in Sofia that we started mobilizing support for our brother to become governor? Till today, he has not come to say thank you to us. The only payment he is offering us is to say that we are a mob. It is this same mob that voted him as governor." Another voice said that in Lagos, where he lives, people usually refer to him as the brother of the governor because he hails from Ethiopia. "I used to feel proud anytime they call me the governor's brother, but these days, people see me as a saboteur just because of what our brother Soludo said. One of my neighbors, a Yoruba man, once told me that Obi is good, but the bad thing is that if they decide to support him, it is his own brothers that will pull him down. I feel so bad that the man has now been vindicated." Yet another voice said, "My august father, who I lived with while I was serving my master, used to say that passing seas is not passing sense. And our brother Soludo has confirmed it. He has shown that being educated does not necessarily mean that you are wise. My heart bleeds over that attack. Up till this moment, I have not been able to read the essay about the governor to the end." A storm of condemnations had trailed Governor Soludo's attack on Obi. Many said that was heartrending. There was no provocation whatsoever from Obi to warrant such an attack by Soludo. Peter Obi apologizes to LP Labour Party candidate in Rivers State, Beatrice Itubo, for his oversight. Following his visit to Rivers State on the invitation of the executive governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi has apologized to the Rivers State governorship candidate, Beatrice Itubo, for his oversight when he visited the state to commission a flyover project. According to Peter Obi, he was not aware that Beatrice Itubo was not feeling well at the time. If he had known, he would have visited her after the commissioning of the project before leaving Port Harcourt. Taken to his official Twitter page, Peter Obi wrote, "My sincere apologies to Mrs. Beatrice Itubo, the Labour Party candidate in Rivers State, for an inadvertent oversight. When I visited Port Harcourt a few days back, I was not informed or aware of her sickness." Peter Obi stressed that when he arrived Port Harcourt, he was welcomed by the presidential state coordinator in Rivers State and other party stakeholders. According to Kekegist blog, a Nigerian man allegedly slumps and dies at foreign airports, and the man is identified as Obiefuna Tochukwu Kenneth. He reportedly died after he slumped at an airport. Let's read reactions to that story. This one by Paddy 13. He said, "Abeg do post-mortem to be sure. Say no be drug bust for him belle." And this one by Abdul Wahid Adegun 02 said, "That is life for you. It's temporal and very short time to live in. Why can't we prepare for everlasting life that is full of enjoyment? That is paradise." Okay, this one, Congressman, he wrote, "If you know how many battles that have been fought and won on your behalf, you will give glory to God always." And this one by King's Niche said, "Sometimes na stress. People don't look at their health. Little rest and more hustle. Well, that is where we stop on reactions to the story. Now, let's review our stories today. Let's start with the P2B's comment. He went to River State to grace Wike's launching of one of his flyovers. You know, Wike is a flyover governor. He has built several. I don't think there's any governors that have built more flyovers than Wike. Yeah, among his colleagues, recent ones now. Wike is a master of flyovers. I think that was the 12th. Some people said it was the 16th. But Wike is saying that was the 11th or 12th. And Wike invited P2B. And P2B went and, graced the occasion as usual. And he left. So the Labour Party candidate of River State, the lady, Beatrice Itubo, was not happy. P2B didn't even act as if you have, you are a presidential candidate for Labour Party. There is in that state, the gubernatorial candidate. You didn't act as if she was around. We understand, Sha. I read a particular article a few days ago, and the article was trying to praise P2B, saying he now understood how it is done. That certain states are voting P2B for presidential, but the same people will vote their candidates in the gubernatorial. So that they said P2B should understand this, that just like River State, from all indications, are going to vote Labour Party in the presidential. And the G5 governors supporting Wike too, they will vote Labour Party in the presidential based on what we are seeing. But they are telling P2B, don't interfere with the state. We may not vote Labour Party in the state. We are voting our own parties. Now, so P2B tactically, I think he tactically avoided the lady. After all, it wasn't the lady that invited him to River State. It was Wike. And for him to go to meet the lady again doesn't make sense. Or the lady should have come to the commissioning. Anyway, politics is trickish. But if you come to look at it again, your structures in the states are built around your gubernatorial candidates and your other seats. That is your structure in the state. Part of it, they are built around these people. If you choose to ignore them, I think you will also lose some votes. So how is he going to campaign now? How is he going to do it? He will ignore gubernatorial candidates under his party, and he will just focus on the presidential, which is his main target. And meanwhile, the structures are built from the lower level. Though, if you look at P2B's followers, a lot of them are only voting Labour Party because of the person, not because of Labour Party is a big party or they like Labour Party, but they are voting the presidential candidate because of the person. So if P2B is wise, he might have to listen to those who told him, forget about your... or what do you think? Now, in reaction to Soludo's story, still on how he attacked P2B, a lot of people are disappointed. Even his closest. I had his son too opposed Soludo on that. Can you imagine? So that is it. I told people, and I always repeat it, that that interview, Soludo started by mentioning Obi. It's just the beginning. Soludo has been set out to attack and destroy Obi's campaign. So the interview was just the introduction. In music, There is a kind of, when a song wants to start, most songs, there's a kind of what we call introduction. Soludo is not yet done. And don't be surprised, Soludo is not yet done. He started by trying to avoid the question by sharing, but did the destruction in a sentence. Afterwards, after the debate, after the interview at which he was defending his budget, he now went to write some comment telling people not to vote Obi, that Igbos should be wise. And that is not even the height of it. He's still coming. These guys, like I told you, he's feeling he's the only ripe Igbo man that will become president, and until he's done with Anambra, that no Igbo man should, just like Omar, he's feeling too, that they are the ones that should be president. The pride doesn't allow them. He will tell you, oh, okay, because I have a presidential candidate, my party is also fielding a presidential candidate. It's a lie. It's his pride. Who is Obi? When I've never indicated interest to become president, who is Obi? And this is the problem with Igbos, that if Obi fails, let me tell you, before Igbo man will smell that seat, if Obi fails, and most of them are confident with that, yes, they will rather Obi fails because they are not the ones. I'm angry. I'll round up here. Everybody is against Soludo. His village meeting too. Everybody. A lot of people are regretting why he is governor. I will end here. I will round up here. Bye-bye.